Greetings and welcome to another edition of Black Talk Radio, where black media matters and black life definitely matters. Today is Friday, August 24th, 2018. Family, this video is of the Urban League CEO who calls the Redskins moral equivalent of the N-word. That's right, he calls the R word the moral equivalent of the N-word. So, first and foremost, let's put in perspective who we're talking about when we're saying the Urban League CEO. There he is, Mark H. Morial. He is the president and CEO of the National Urban League. This is the culprit who says that the R word, Redskins, is the moral equivalent of the N-word. Now, if you are a black person of sane and moral intelligence, you will look at this person and say, sit your behind down and shut up. But let's get into the story before we go there. So family, 9 civil rights groups and racial justice organizations today announced joint opposition to the Washington NFL team potentially locating a new stadium in Washington, D.C. unless the club agrees to change its controversial team name. The coalition said in a news release that it has previously denounced the term Redskins as racially offensive, but felt compelled to speak out again as the team considers possible sites for a potential new stadium. Quote, in 2018, no other people of color must confront the harm and ridicule levied by a sports team whose name refers to the color of their skin, said Derek Johnson, president and CEO of the NAACP. Well, family, this is Derek Johnson, president and CEO of the NAACP. And of course, there's always got to be a coon somewhere in the story. But nonetheless, he says, quote, it is long past time that the NFL and its Washington franchise throw this dictionary-defined racial slur into the dustbin of history where it belongs, unquote. Well, I got a question for you, Derek Johnson. Where you been all this time during all these killings in Chicago? Why you been so quiet? Where you been with all these police shootings of unarmed men and women across America? Why have you been so quiet on that? And now I'm hearing from you regarding a freaking NFL helmet, when you know good and darn well we are boycotting the NFL due to its unwillingness to cooperate and do the right thing regarding our hero Colin Kaepernick. You know this. So here you come with your little beady eyes bucked out, talking about how this isn't right behind the word Redskins, as if people are going around calling people, hey, you Redskins, you darn Redskins, and hanging them from trees, you know, disenfranchising them like they've been doing black people. And how dare you, you little Beetlejuice, gonna compare anything to the plight of black people. If you don't go sit your little skillet ass down somewhere, real black media that's out here, we're not gonna have it. That's why we're out here. We're given another side of the story, a side of the story that puts you in place, puts you in check, puts you on notice. We need to do that. You're not going to sit here and tell a story and let white media, let white daddy let you have a voice and there is no other voices. No, no, no. There are other voices, and we simply aren't going to stand for it. This issue of the Redskins on this football helmet has absolutely nothing to do with the politicalization and the devastation and destruction and the systematic racism that's been placed on the whole of the black race. How dare you compare a football helmet to the plight of black people? You shouldn't be no president of no president or CEO of no NAACP, but oh yeah, that's right, it's a white organization anyways. So what? Are you just being their puppet, their good little boy, saying what they want you to say? Well, the coalition includes Advancement Project, Asian and Pacific Islander American Health Forum, Demos, Faith in Action, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, National Congress of American Indians, National Urban League, Race Forward, and Unidos US. Quote, the R word is the moral equivalent of the N word, unquote, said Mark H. Morial, President and CEO of the National Urban League. Quote, it packs the same level of bigotry and insensitivity for Native Americans as any other racial slur. We cannot tolerate the NFL's continued commitment to normalizing this demeaning characterization of Native Americans, unquote. Well, Mark H. Morial, I'll say it one more time. You should have let the Native Americans speak on this subject, since you have been so silent on black issues regarding the black race. You should sit your little behind down, because right now what I'm seeing is some puppet that shouldn't be speaking for the black race. This is Black Talk Radio, where black media matters. We're not going to stand by and let people like you do this to the black race anymore. Mark H. Morial. You should have been letting the Native Americans speak on this subject, since you have been silent on the black murders of black men and women at the hands of so-called police officers. These have been rogue police officers probably associated with white supremacists. It has been revealed that the white supremacists have infiltrated these departments, and yet you've been silent, and now you speak up on a helmet. Sit down. Jacqueline Pata, Executive Director of the National Congress of American Indians, expressed gratitude for the support of the other organizations. Well, I guess you would. It's so nice that we've had your support too. Quote, we thank our racial equity colleagues for locking arms in solidarity with Indian country as we grow this decades-long movement to eradicate offensive Native-themed mascots from the sports landscape once and for all, unquote, she said. Quote, we call on D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser and the D.C. City Council to stand firm in its stated opposition to the team relocating to the district as long as it retains its current name and mascot. unquote. So basically, they're giving this team the ultimatum. Change the name from the R word or from Redskins to a different name, or pick a different city to build your stinking stadium. But I'll say once again, if you've been on code and if you've been staying on code, you have not been supporting NFL anyways. That's if you stand for something. If you don't stand for anything, then you just been going right along with it, and you're right in there every Sunday and Monday, I'm sure, during football season. We'll see. Hopefully they don't get it. And again, before I sign off from this story, I just wish people like Mark H. Muriel, or whatever his name is, and Derek Johnson, I wish people like them would speak up for the black race and quit being so silent. Like the lady said, it's so nice for you guys to lend your support for them for solidarity, but I've yet to hear you get that same support from them. This is Guru at Black Talk Radio, where black media matters. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.